Chapter 7. They're all exactly like you. The next afternoon, Marvin sat in his room ready to go. He wondered what he should take. Maybe he should pack a suitcase. Wait a second, he said. It's not like I can't come back here. Prince Robert could do anything. He could come back later for all his junk, or better yet, send a servant for it. Do you want to live in a castle, General? He asked his lizard. General Jackson stuck out his tongue. Jacob came in. I just thought of something, Mar, he said. Maybe Mom and Dad are really the kidnappers. I thought about that too, said Marvin. But then she wouldn't take me for the blood test. It'd be too risky. Unless, said Jacob. What? Unless she's not really going to take you. What do you mean? No, never mind, said Jacob. If she killed you, she'd have to kill me and Lindsay too. She wouldn't probably do that. Probably not, Marvin agreed. Not Lindsay, anyway. Marvin, shouted Lindsay at the bottom of the stairs. Time to go. They got in the car. Jacob and Lindsay were going along. They planned to meet Mr. Redpost for the dinner in the city. You're welcome to come to the dinner too, Prince, said Mrs. Redpost. If you're not too busy, thank you, said Marvin. But I imagine I'll have a lot to do. He knew Mr. and Mrs. Redpost didn't believe he was Prince Robert. He saw the way he had smiled at each other when he told them about it. They probably thought it was just some kid thing he was doing. That was okay. Just so long Mr. and Mrs. Redpost was taking it to the Watergate Hotel. It didn't matter what she thought. You won't play baseball anymore, said Jacob. You'll have to learn how to play polo. I can play polo, said Lindsay. You cannot, said Jacob. I can too, said Lindsay. Marco. Polo, said Marvin. Marco, said Lindsay. Polo, said Marvin. Marvin played polo with Lindsay all the way to the hotel. It was a stupid game, but he didn't mind. He was going to miss playing stupid games with Lindsay. Mrs. Redpost parked the car in the Watergate Hotel. They walked across the parking lot and into the lobby. No, I don't want to, a boy shouted. He had red hair. The boy's mother was dragging him across the lobby. Come on, she yelled. The boy was crying. We'll be rich, said the mother. But I'm not Prince Robert, the boy cried. Shut up, Arnold, said his mother. Someone might hear you. She pulled him into the elevator. Marvin and the Redpost got into the elevator too. The woman looked at Marvin. Who do you think you are? She asked in a nasty voice. Marvin was too afraid to answer. You are speaking to Prince Robert, said Mrs. Redpost, stuck in for him. Marvin smiled at his former mother. Mrs. Redpost patted his head. I'm not that stupid, Prince, said the other boy. I don't even have red hair. My mother made me dye it. Shut up, Arnold, said the nasty woman. Then they got off the elevator and walked up to suits at the end of the hall. The door was open. Lindsay laughed. "They are exactly like you, Marvin." Marvin entered the room. He had never seen so many red-haired boys all in his life. Chapter 8, number 812. Number 812. A man in a white coat stepped out from behind the door. Number 767. He called. A red-haired boy followed him back through the door. "You sure you'll be okay, Mrs. Ripple?" asked Mrs. Ripple. Marvin nodded. "Okay, we'll be back about in an hour." She kissed Marvin. Marvin watched as the Redpost leave. They were a nice family. There was a line of red-haired boys going up to a desk. Marvin got on the end of the line. "We were here first," said the nasty woman from the elevator. She cut in the line in front of Marvin, dragging her son with her. Marvin leapt on it. It didn't matter who was first. There was only one Prince Robert. The man in the white coat came back out. 768, he called. Another red-haired boy followed him through the door. "When you're Prince Robert, you can do anything," the nasty woman told her son. "Just sit on your throne all day, eat candy, and boss people around." The man in the white coat came out several more times. 769, 770, 771. Each time another red-haired boy followed him through the door. Marvin was almost to the front of the line. The woman behind the desk was wearing a big gold earrings. As Marvin got closer, he noticed that one earring was shaped like a dog. The other was a cat. "Next," said the lady with the earrings. The nasty woman and Arnold stepped to the front of the line. Your name?" muttered the earring lady. She seemed tired and bored. "Arnold Miller," answered the nasty woman. 811, said the earring lady. She handed Arnold a slip of paper. "Next. Your name?" "Marvin Redpost." The earring lady looked up and her face turned bright. "Oh, hi, Marvin." Marvin looked at her. "Hi," he said ashore. I'm Jennifer," said the earring lady. "Oh, hi," said Marvin. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance." "Lady Jennifer, Duchess of Badwater," he bowed. Jennifer laughed. It was the same musical laugh he heard over the telephone. "I'm not really a duchess," she said. "I just made that up. It's a part-time job." "Oh," said Mommy. "I wouldn't want to be duchess anyway," said Jennifer. "It sounds so stuffy and boring." All that she stopped. "And then, I guess you want to be a prince, and that's okay, but it's not for me." Then she wrinkled her nose. Mommy shrugged. "I like your earrings," he said. Jennifer laughed. "Thank you, Marvin. Well, good luck." She gave him number 812. He thanked her. "You're welcome," said Jennifer. "You know what I like about you, Marvin?" she asked. "You're polite. No one else has said thank you to me all day." "What happens when they call you Mumber?" he asked her. "You just go back for blood test. You find your blood type. You king and the queen have blood type O negative. So that means Prince Robert has to type O negative too. It's pretty rare. Most people are type A or B, and almost everyone is positive, not negative. So then what happens, said Marvin? Well, if you are A or B, you're sent home. If you are O negative, you do a second blood test. It is called HLA test. It's a lot more complicated, but it will tell for a certain if you are Prince Robert. So they haven't found Prince Robert yet, said Marvin. No, she's run. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. I don't think they'll ever find it. The odds are 1 in a million. Marvin found it was a little confusing. Just hope your blood type is O negative, said Jennifer. That is the first step. Blood test. Marvin waited with the other red-haired boys. He thought about what Lindsay had said. They are all exactly like you, Marvin. He knew that wasn't true. He was different, special. He was the one and the only Prince Robert. He looked at his slip of paper. Noticed one of the other boys had a yellow number. Everyone else's was black, like this, like his. 811, called the man in the white coat. Marvin watched the nasty warning drag Arnold through the door. I don't want to get a shot, Marvin. I don't want to get a shot, Arnold screamed. A short while later, the man returned. 812, Marvin stood up. Jennifer smiled and waved to him. He walked through the door. Marvin watched as the man unwrapped a new needle. Then he looked away. And he didn't watch. It didn't hurt. The man stuck the needle into Marvin's arm. Once it was in, it was okay to look. Marvin watched as his blood flew out of his arm and slowly filled it too. It was weird watching his own blood. Thank you, Marvin said when the man was through. What? Said the man. Oh, you're welcome. Marvin took his tube of blood through another door to the lab. He saw his number 812 typed on the outside of the tube. He gave the tube to a woman with glasses. And then he waited while she examined his blood. She returned in a short time and handed him a new slip of paper. On it was written 812 12 812 O negative royal blood. Chapter 10. 1 in a million. You'll have to take another blood test, said the woman with glasses. You'll need to give a lot more blood this time. Why didn't they just take more blood the first time, said Marvin. It's a lot easier this way, the woman explained. We see about 1,000 kids a day. Fewer than 50 are O negative, so this way we should only do about 50 HLA tests instead of 1,000. She told Marvin to go back at the front of the desk and get a new number. A yellow number this time. He walked back out to the main room. It was still full of red-haired boys. They're all exactly like you, Marvin, Lindsay had said. And Lindsay didn't say that time. Now, more than ever, he knew that wasn't true. The proof was in his hand. He got on his line to get a new number from Jennifer, a yellow number. 8:39, called a man on the white coat. The nasty woman was leaving with her son. Can you ever do anything right? She shouted. I'm sorry, said Arnold. I told you I wasn't a prince. Shut up and get in the elevator, said the nasty woman. Marvin thought about Mrs. Redpost. He was glad she wasn't like that woman. That woman is very bad. That rhymes. However, he remembered the time she tried to teach him to ice skate. She was worse than he was. They both kept falling down. It was funny, but they both learned ice skate. Sort of. Marvin smiled as he remembered. They had hot chocolate afterward. He thought about Jacob and Lindsay. He thought about the house with the red post on the front. Mr. Redpost painted that post once a year. He looked at the slip of paper in his hand. 8:12. Oh, negative. Then he suddenly remembered something. The king of shampoo spoke with a weird accent. Marvin didn't talk like that, so that meant he couldn't be Prince Robert. Marvin, you're bad, Jennifer. So are you? Oh, negative? She asked eagerly. Said Marvin. He stuffed the slip of paper into his pocket. No, I said. I just wanted to say goodbye. Jennifer smiled at him. I'm glad you stopped by, she said. Then she held her hand across the door. Well, goodbye, Marvin. I was delighted to make your acquaintance, Prince Charming. Marvin blushed as she shook her hand. His mother returned with Lindsay and Jake. Hi, Mom. He greeted. Mom? She asked. Does this mean? Yes, said Marvin. Marvin Redpost isn't dead. I'm sorry, said his mother. Yay! Shouted Lindsay. He went to dinner with his family. A week later, the king of shampoo left Washington, D.C., still looking for his lawsuit. Marvin felt sorry for him. He thought about all the red-haired boys in the hotel room, but he was different. Special. He was the one and only Prince Marvin Redpost. Besides, he probably wasn't Prince Robert anyway. The odds were 1 in a million, and you know that Marvin is happy because he can't play stupid games with Lindsay. Okay, bye bye.